This car set a speed record that stood for 80 years, and it did not even have seatbelts. The Mercedes-Benz W125, an icon created at a time when engineers were given a free run of their imagination, and safety was optional. Over 600 horsepower and skinny tires, drivers needed courage to drive and skill to survive. The W125 took shape in the mid-1930s, when Germany was making an all-out assault to conquer Grand Prix racing with their state-sponsored racing program to showcase their engineering prowess to the world. Mercedes and Auto Union were the class of the field from 1934, when the 750-kilogram formula came into effect. The rules restricted the cars to a maximum weight of 750 kilograms. It was the only restriction imposed in the hope that it would curb the dangerously high speeds. It did just the opposite. Most races of this era were a duel between the Germans at the front of the grid. In 1936, the Auto Union had edged ahead. Mercedes planned a major counterattack for 1937. Rudolf Uhlenhaut, a British-German engineer, was instrumental in the design of the W125. While Auto Union's mid-engine design was revolutionary for the time, Uhlenhaut decided on the tried-and-tested front-engine configuration. The challenge was to get more power out of the engine without increasing weight. Mercedes excelled in this area. The 5.6-liter, 8-cylinder engine produced 646 horsepower. The power-to-weight ratio was 850 brake horsepower per ton. This would set the benchmark in Formula One for decades to come. Rudolf Uhlenhaut was more than a good designer. He was a racer himself. He tested his creations on the racetrack to make sure his design ideas translated to performance in the driver's hands. Compared to modern-day Formula One cars, the W125 was a deadly machine, with only skinny tires to handle the enormous power and no aerodynamic downforce. The drivers had to fight the car at every corner just to stay on track. The car lacked any crash structure and didn't even have seat belts. Drivers risked their lives every time they raced. Rudolf Caracciola, Manfred von Brauchitsch, and Hermann Lang were the brave and skillful drivers who raced the W125 in the 1937 Grand Prix season. Led by the popular team principal Alfred Neubauer, Mercedes was dominant. The compatriots, Auto Union, could challenge them only occasionally. Hermann Lang won the Tripoli Grand Prix. Manfred von Brauchitsch won the Monaco Grand Prix. Rudolf Caracciola won the race at Avus and the German, Swiss, and Masaryk Grand Prix to be crowned the European champion. Manfred was second, and Lang ensured the top three in the championship standings were Mercedes drivers. The pursuit of supremacy for Mercedes meant they were not quite satisfied with building one of the most dominant Grand Prix cars in history. They wanted to claim the official world speed record as well. This led to the development of the Mercedes-Benz W125 record wagon. Fitting the W125 with a 12-cylinder 755 horsepower engine was just the beginning. At the speeds this car would reach, aerodynamic efficiency would be crucial. Mercedes worked with the German aircraft industry and the German Aviation Research Institute to redesign the body of the car. The resulting striking-looking car had an impressively low drag coefficient, even by today's standards, and just enough stability to keep the car on the road. January the 28th, 1938 was an important day in automotive history. Rudolf Caracciola set off in his heavily modified W125 on the Frankfurt to Darmstadt Autobahn, recording a speed of 432.7 kilometers per hour over a kilometer, to set the record for the fastest speed on a public road. a record that would stand for an unbelievable 80 years. Even as the team celebrated this achievement, events took a sudden, tragic turn. Just a little while after the record run, the Auto Union team attempted to beat Mercedes with their specially modified car on the same stretch of road. Their driver, Bernd Rosemeyer, reaching speeds over 400 kilometers per hour, lost control and crashed. Rosemeyer was killed on the spot. The triumph and tragedy of motorsports witnessed in such a short time shocked the world. It was the end of an era. Regulations were changed again, bringing in even more restrictions in car design to slow the speeds down. This cycle of designers finding ingenious ways to make their cars quicker and the sport's governing body changing regulations in the hope of reducing speeds would continue throughout the history of Formula One. The Mercedes-Benz W125 was a masterpiece of pure power in a time when speed meant more than winning or losing. It was life or death.